For billions of years, Mars has kept its secrets buried beneath its crimson soil. But in just 7 years, humanity will bring pieces of the red planet home. China is accelerating its ambitious plans to retrieve Martian soil, aiming for a launch as early as 2028, 2 years ahead of its previous goal. This revised schedule was announced by Liu Jiong, the chief designer of the mission, during a deep space exploration event in Anhui province. If successful, China could be the first nation to bring back samples from Mars, surpassing the joint NASA and ESA Mars sample return mission, which is facing delays and budget constraints. China's Tianwen-3 mission represents a bold step in interplanetary exploration. It will involve 2 rocket launches around 2028 with the goal of retrieving samples from Mars and returning them to Earth by 2031. The accelerated timeline reflects a more aggressive approach compared to earlier estimates. This announcement follows China's landmark achievement in June 2023 when it successfully retrieved samples from the far side of the Moon, a feat no other country has accomplished. That success has added momentum to China's broader space ambitions, particularly as it seeks to surpass other nations in the race to retrieve Martian samples. If China manages to return samples first, it would mark a significant milestone for the country's rapidly advancing space program and align with President Xi Jinping's vision of establishing China as a dominant space power. Over the past decade, China has made remarkable strides in space exploration. From launching uncrewed lunar missions and deploying the Change series of lunar landers to establishing its own space station, Tiangong, China has cemented itself as a major player in the new space race. The timing of Tianwen-3's planned arrival is noteworthy. In February, the Red Planet will experience a surge in activity, as multiple space probes from different nations are expected to reach Mars. This traffic jam is a rare planetary alignment that allows for optimal travel between Earth and Mars, an opportunity China is eager to seize. The Tianwen-3 mission has several groundbreaking objectives, with a key focus on searching for evidence of life on Mars. To achieve this, the mission will attempt several technical breakthroughs, including the ability to drill beneath the Martian surface to collect samples, which could reveal hidden organic molecules or signs of microbial life. Launching a rocket from another planet is an immense challenge, requiring precise engineering to escape Mars' weaker but still significant gravity. The samples must be transferred from a lander to an orbiter before heading back to Earth. Liu Jiong emphasized the mission's complexity, particularly the challenge of launching a rocket from another planet's surface. The return mission requires a launch from the surface of Mars. It's essentially a small rocket launch, Liu explained in an interview with CGTN. Ensuring its reliability will be extremely difficult. In contrast, NASA and the European Space Agency, ESA, are still evaluating the feasibility of their joint Mars sample return mission. Budget overruns, technical complexities, and risks have cast uncertainty over the project, which originally aimed for a 2040 return date. NASA is now exploring faster and more cost-effective alternatives to expedite the timeline. If China outpaces the US and Europe in returning Martian samples, it would mark a dramatic shift in space exploration leadership. Such an achievement would boost China's credibility and establish it as a frontrunner in the race to unlock Mars mysteries. Unlike some past missions, China is open to international collaboration on Tianwen-3. The country plans to carry payloads from other nations, share samples and data, and coordinate future Mars research efforts with the global scientific community. This cooperative approach could foster partnerships and bolster China's image as a leader in planetary exploration. Mars has long captivated scientists due to its potential to harbor signs of past or present life. Understanding Mars' geology and climate history can offer insights into the origins of life in our solar system and help answer the fundamental question, are we alone in the universe? China's foray into Martian exploration began with the Tianwen-1 mission, whose name translates to questions to heaven. Launched in 2020, Tianwen-1 marked China's first successful Mars mission. The spacecraft entered Mars orbit in February 2021 and deployed the Zhurong rover to the planet's surface on May 15, 2021. The rover landed in Utopia Planitia, a vast plain where it began its mission to search for signs of ancient life and study the region's mineral composition, environment, and distribution of water and ice. Zhurong's initial findings were significant. Data collected from its survey suggested that Utopia Planitia may have once contained liquid water, challenging the long-held belief that Mars was cold and dry tens of millions of years ago. The rover, originally designed for a 90-day mission, exceeded expectations by operating for 358 days and covering 1,921 meters, 6,302 feet, before entering hibernation in May 2022 due to dust accumulation on its solar panels. This mission made China the third country, after the Soviet Union and the United States, to land a rover on Mars. The US, however, has a long history of Mars exploration, dating back to the Viking 1 mission in 1976, which became the first American spacecraft to land on Mars and transmit data for over 6 years. Before that, the Soviet Union's Mars 3 mission managed to land a probe on the surface, but it failed after just 20 seconds. Despite these challenges, Mars remains a prime target for space agencies worldwide, and the quest to bring back Martian samples is now at the forefront of planetary exploration. With the Tianwen-3 mission, China is demonstrating that it is not just catching up to NASA and ESA but is setting new milestones. The successful return of Martian samples would be a historic moment, potentially leading to groundbreaking scientific discoveries about the planet's past habitability and the search for extraterrestrial life. Mars remains an enigma, but missions like Tianwen-3 bring us closer to unraveling its secrets. Whether China ultimately wins the race to return Martian samples or not, one thing is clear: the future of space exploration is more exciting than ever. The new space race isn't just about competition, it's about humanity's collective journey to explore the cosmos and unlock the mysteries of our universe. Stay tuned, because history is in the making. Beyond Mars, China is setting its sights on broader interplanetary exploration, including potential missions to Jupiter's moons and deep space probes to the Kuiper Belt. These initiatives signal China's long-term commitment to space dominance, paving the way for future crewed missions and even potential Mars colonization. Please like, share, subscribe and comment. Thank you for watching my channel.